London and Ian. We're not
Hang on a minute.
What?
Where's me?
You're there when you discussed that.
I've got a cat's face.
You've got a sort of cat quality to you. If you want to send in more pictures to Ian Hacker's kennel, send them in.
My kennel.
We'll discuss this after. Send them in to this address. It is Kennel Pics, CBBC, PO Box 9989, London, W12
6P.
That's Kennel Pics, CBBC, PO Box 9989, London, W12.
There's a 6, there's a P, there's an A.
OK, Hacker's now going to pick his favourite one.
Yeah.
Join us in our kennel right after Horrible
kennel.
Histories.
My kennel.
Horrible Histories Gory Games. Over to you, David Lamb.
And Rattus.
If mummies, rats and fleas ain't your thing, and you don't like the sound of an exploding king, if you're easily scared and you don't laugh at poo, you better turn off, this show ain't for you. Still watching? Then let's test your brains with Horrible Histories Gory Games. Horrible Histories Gory Games.
Hello and welcome to Gory Games. I'm Dave Lamb.
And I'm Dave Lamb.
Oh, no, you're not. You're Rattus.
Not anymore. Turns out you were getting paid more than me, so I've changed my name to Dave Lamb so that we, quite literally, have the same contract.
And you don't think this will cause any confusion?
I wouldn't have thought so.
Can we get on the show, please, Dave?
Yes, of course.
He means me. This is the show where we test your knowledge of horrible histories and quirky quizzes and, of course, gory games. This is going to be a very long show. Let's meet today's horrible historians.
Hi, I'm Kirsty. Hi, I'm Oliver. Hi, I'm Hannah.
Excellent, they're all here.
Right then, it's time for a warm-up game all of my very own that I call...
No. Sorry, we've cut this bit of the show today because you always do something completely inappropriate.
No, I've learnt my lesson, honestly. Today's game is just about hairdressing.
Normal hairdressing? Of normal human hair? Proceed.
Thank you. It's based on events in Durham back in the year 1006, when the local Englishwomen offered to wash and comb the hair of the defeated Scottish army.
Oh, that was kind of them.
Yes, and just like those kind women did back then, you'll be washing and combing the hair of the Scottish soldiers, whose heads have been cut off and stuck on spikes. So, are we all ready?
No, wait, not on my watch. I'm not having children giving beauty treatments to decapitated heads.
What if I stuck them back on the bodies?
No, that's even worse.
Oh, you are so boring. Do you know what? You give Dave Lamb a bad name. From now on, you be dull Dave, and I'll be fun Dave.
Fine. Moving on. Right, Kirsty, Oliver, Hannah, you are playing to win year spheres. Each year sphere contains a historical date, and at the end of the show, your year spheres will be added up, with the AD dates being added to your total, and the BC dates being subtracted from it.
You're so clever.
It's very clever. Yeah. So, if these were your year spheres, your total would be, Rattus?
Oh, it's between 6 and 300.
Can you be more specific?
Yes, but I think you should do some of the work.
It's 735.
Correct!
And of course, the person with the highest year score at the end of the show will take home a unique historical prize.
And the prize I found for you is so good that I was really tempted to keep it myself.
Yeah, so we're looking at something at least as good as rotten potato peelings.
Rotten potato peelings? Where?
Right, let's get cracking. And to find out what this round's about, over to the gory grid.
It's the Gorgeous Georgians.
So, 4 questions on Gorgeous Georgians coming up. The person who gets the most right wins the first year sphere. And your 4 Georgian topics are entertainment, expressions, cures, and heads. So, Kirsty, you get to pick first in this round. Which is it going to be?
Can I go for heads, please?
Heads. That is a prop question. And it's another severed head. Right, this is in fact a French aristocrat. During the French Revolution, many aristocrats were executed on the guillotine, and their decapitated heads were used to make wax replicas. Now, the woman behind this had a name. Was it A, Madame Sicot, B, Madame Tussaud, or C, Madame Bonaparte? Let's see your answers now. OK, so Kirsty and Oliver going for Madame Bonaparte, Hannah for Madame Tussaud, and the answer is B, Madame Tussauds. So well done, Hannah. Founder of Madame Tussauds, the famous museum of wax replicas of historical figures and celebrities.
Do you know, I don't think nowadays they make wax replicas using decapitated heads of celebrities.
No, which is a shame in many instances, of course. Excellent. Oliver, your turn to pick next. 3 topics remaining.
Can I go with entertainment?
In 1764, the Duke of Cumberland entertained guests with an organised fight between A, a tiger and a stag, B, a badger and a rat, or C, a lion and a bull.
Let's see those answers now, please. Right, Oliver and Hannah going for A, Kirsty for C. Let's find out who's right.
The answer is A, a tiger and a stag. If you don't want to know who won, look away now.
Hannah, it's your turn to choose a topic next.
Please, can I have cures?
Cures.
OK, here we go. Good luck. A Georgian cure for bad breath was to A, boil old socks and drink the broth, B, lick a goldfish, or C, wear roast turnip skin behind the ear.
Interesting. So is it A, B, or C? OK, Oliver and Kirsty agreeing on A. Hannah going with C. Let's hear what the answer is.
The answer is C, wear roast turnip skin behind the ear.
Well, that extra point there means that you cannot be caught.
So, Hannah, you've won the quiz. Time to choose your year sphere from Fun Dave.
Push, 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 push. There you go, Hannah. Come and pick a year sphere. Anyone you want.
Yes, let's hope it's not the one with the Stone Age date, though, worth a few million minus points.
Push, 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 push.
Now, winning the quiz means Hannah is automatically through to play the Georgian game. But will she be alone, or will everyone get to play? Let's find out. It's a single-player silly game. So, Hannah, off down the time sewer with you. Good luck in there. Deep breath.
Bye.
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 Oh, this stinks.
Picture the scene. It's the 21st of October, 1805, and the 27 ships of the British Royal Navy face the 33 boats of the French and Spanish Navy. It's time to play
Battle of Trafalgar.
You are a British Navy gunner. Your mission? To load, aim, and fire your cannon at the enemy ships. You score a point for every enemy ship you shoot and lose a point for every British ship you hit. Score 6 points in the time limit to win your year sphere. And battle begins now!
So here goes Hannah in her own personal Battle of Trafalgar. She loads the cannon here. There we go, lines it up. Is she going to hit a Spanish galleon or a British ship? Well, the answer is she's not going to hit anything, Rattus.
Do you know why it was called Trafalgar Dull, Dave?
Actually, you know what, Fun Dave? I don't think I do.
Because it took place off the coast of Spain, just west of Cape Trafalgar.
Genuinely interesting.
Oh!
And that was a French galleon. That has gone down. So that's 1 point. Well played, Hannah. Lovely. When she's reloaded already, she's very keen to get in amongst the carnage. She's missed again there, Rattus, hasn't she?
That's very unfortunate, that's.
Yeah, but she's reloading. That's the thing. Once you've missed, you've got another shot straight away, and there's another Frenchie down, another Frenchie. 2 correct hits for Hannah. She's doing extremely well.
Hannah seems to have very good sea legs, Dave.
She does, she does. She's wobbling about on that platform, remember?
It was my idea to have the speakers added.
Yeah, and it was a good idea. You can see there that ship is moving from side to side, so she's doing extremely well. She takes another one. Hello, who's this coming into the game? There is a seagull in the way. Well, I guess the only answer is just to ignore it and hope it flies off. I mean, this is a battle after all. You shouldn't really be concentrating on the wildlife.
Seagull was my idea too.
You're not helping, Rattus.
I'm not, am I?
But Hannah's managing to ignore it. Excellent seamanship. Oh, and she's sunk another French galleon.
30 seconds.
But she's doing extremely well, although I have to say the clock is ticking. She's running out of time here. Has she got enough time left to get the 6 galleons that she needs? Oh, there's number 5. That Spanish galleon won't be going anywhere other than downwards. And that means she just needs 1 more. We really are running out of time now. Probably about 15 seconds left. She just needs 1 more ship. She's probably got about 10 seconds left. And she's done it! Stand aside, Lord Nelson. It's Hannah's turn to take the glory.
Hannah, welcome back. Collect your year sphere.
In the real battle, 22 ships of the enemy fleets were sunk without a single British vessel being lost.
Which I think we can safely say is the last time a British team won anything 22-0.
On to round 2, and to find out what's up next, it's over to the Gory Grid.
It's the awful Egyptians.
Here are your all-important Egyptian topics. Pharaohs, magicians, Egyptian gods, and sport. So, Oliver, it's your turn to pick first this time. Pick away.
Can I go with pharaohs?
You certainly can, sir.
Around 1800 BC, pharaohs stopped being buried in pyramids and were buried underground instead. Why was this? Was it A, they ran out of stone, B, to stop people stealing their treasure, or C, they wanted to be nearer to the underworld?
Show me your answers now. All B's. Tremendous. Let's hear if you're all right.
The answer is B. They were buried underground so people couldn't find them to steal their treasure.
So, Hannah, your turn to pick. Pick away.
Can I have Egyptian gods, please?
Here's what I want to know. The Egyptian god of wisdom had the head of an animal. But what animal? A bird, B, a rat, C, an elephant.
Let's see your answers now, please. The girls both going for A, Oliver for C. Let's hear the correct answer.
The answer is A. The Egyptian god of wisdom had the head of a bird.
Though obviously the head of a rat would have made a lot more sense.
Absolutely. Kirsty, your turn to pick a topic.
Can I have sport, please?
You're lucky because this is a question from Rattus. From Fun Day.
Thank you very much. What was the most dangerous sport in Egypt for posh people? Was it A, lion hunting, B, hyena hunting, or C, hippo hunting?
Let's see your answers now. Wow, all 3 C's again. Fun, Dave?
I can tell you the answer is C. Yes, you're all right. Hippos are extremely dangerous. They still kill more humans than any other animal in Africa. Is that amazing?
OK, and the final question of this round is on magicians. Let's hear what it is.
Pharaoh Cheops built the Great Pyramid, and he also had one of the first ever magicians called Dedi. But what was Dedi's famous trick? Was it A, he could disappear, B, he could levitate, or C, he could cut off a goose's head and put it back alive?
Let's see your answers now. Oh, complete agreement once again. Everyone going for C. Let's find out if you're right.
The answer is C. He could cut off a goose's head and put it back alive. He also did the same trick with an ox, but he refused to try it out with a man.
Yes, that's probably because it was all just a trick.
A trick, you say? I'll have Dedi's head chopped off and see if he can put it back on again.
Good. Well, that's the end of the round, and we've got a tie with 2 maximums. Kirsty and Hannah, you've got every question in that round right. It's time for you 2 to put your fingers on your buzzers, because what we're going to have here is a buzzer question. Beginning with the letter C, which famous queen of Egypt dated 2 famous Romans, Mark Antony and Julius Caesar? Yes, Hannah.
Cleopatra.
Cleopatra is the right answer. Hannah, you've won yourself another year sphere. As the quiz winner, Hannah, you're also through to play the Egyptian game, but will it be just you, or will the others get to play too? Let's find out. It's an all-play silly game, so that means it's time for you all to go off down the time sewer, one at a time. Go on, Hannah, down you go. You know the way. Just follow Hannah if I were you, Oliver. Lovely.
Bye.
Bye. In you go, Kirsty. Bye. Don't come back to live one a year, sphere. Now, King Pepi had an original solution to the fly problem in ancient Egypt. He'd pour pots of honey over some slaves and stand them in the corners of the room. It's so obvious when you think about it, isn't it? Your challenge is to catch as many flies on your honey suit and fly swat as possible. The person who catches the most flies in the time limit wins the year sphere. And here come those pesky flies. It's time to play
Honey Slaves.
So here we are. They are covered in honey, they've got their fly swats, and they're trying to catch as many flies as they can. And what an excellent start that is from Hannah. She's got 2 flies on there already. Rattus, this is a good game, isn't it?
It's one of my favourite ones. It's sweet and it's gooey.
Yeah, what's not to love? What is not to love? Although I have to say, I fell asleep in my garden yesterday and caught 2 flies in my open mouth, and that was certainly not to love. Flies coming from all angles now. They're standing all quite near the front. And with the exception of Kirsty, they're scoring fairly heavily. Kirsty a little bit slow off the mark, but she's gone to the back of the room. And you have to think that's a mistake, what with all the flies being at the front. None of them stuck to them themselves yet, Rattus.
No, it doesn't appear that the honey is attracting the flies in the way that one would hope.
Oh, hang on. There was a fly stolen there. Oliver has stolen a fly. Don't worry, the officials will be all over that. That'll get taken off his score. Oh, look out. Look out. Oliver's got a fly on his head. Oh, doesn't he look a bit silly with that on? But what a tremendous catch. Oh, hello, Kirsty's got one too. Superb. That means Hannah is the only one left without a fly on her head. She'll be absolutely furious about that. Oh, dear me. And there's the buzzer. Well, it's all over. Hannah's finally got a fly on her head, but that won't count. But it doesn't matter. Hannah has done it. Help yourself to another year sphere, Hannah. Over to the gory grid to find out what's up next.
It's the Vicious Vikings.
And here are your 4 Viking topics. Raids, Viking myth, battle, and Viking heaven. Hannah, it's your turn to pick first.
Please can I have Viking heaven?
That, very excitingly, is a prop question. There we go. Vikings believed that in Valhalla, Viking heaven, dead warriors would drink from the skulls of their enemies. So is that true or is it false? Let's see your answers now. Oh, well, you've all gone for true, and I can tell you you're all absolutely right. It is true. Kirsty, it's your turn.
Can I have battle, please?
Battle.
Is this true or false? To make us look more fierce in battle, we put makeup on our faces.
So is that true or is it false? Kirsty and Oliver going for false. Hannah on her own with true.
It's true.
Yes, it's absolutely true. They wore eyeliner made from ash.
Yeah, it probably made them look a bit girly, but no one was ever brave enough to tell them. Actually, you are quite good fun, Dave. Good for you. Oliver, your turn to pick a topic.
Can I go with Viking myth, please?
Yes, you can. Let's hear that question.
True or false? We believe the first man and woman came from a volcano.
Let's see your answers now, please. Well, 3 falses. Let's see if you're all right or all wrong.
It's false. They came from the sweat of a giant's armpit, obviously.
Oh, from the sweat of a giant's armpit. Even I find that disgusting, and I'm a rat.
That must be very, very disgusting, then. Here is the final question of this round.
True or false? In the year 1004, when the people of Norwich offered us money to stop raiding them, we graciously accepted and went home.
Let's see your answers now, please. Hannah goes with true, the other 2 with false. Let's hear the answer.
It's false. We did take their money, but then we robbed and destroyed Norwich anyway. It was brilliant fun.
That means you've all ended up with 3 points each, and we go to our buzzer question. Fingers on your buzzers. Beginning with the letter T, which day of the week is named after the Viking god of thunder, Thor? Oliver.
Is it Thursday?
It is Thursday, Oliver. Congratulations, you've won yourself a year sphere. Go and collect it. OK, Oliver, you're through to play the Viking game, but will it be just you, or will everyone else get to play too? Let's find out. It's a single-player brainy game. Off down that time sewer with you. Go on, I know it stinks.
Bye!
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 Vikings didn't just raid Britain. Many of them settled here, and some Viking words have become part of the English language. 7 words, then, but 2 don't come from the Vikings. Your challenge, to work out which 5 do. Choose 5 words and move them to the Viking board. Then touch the Viking axe, mind your fingers, though, to find out how many you've got right. Keep trying new combinations of names until you've got all 5, but you've got to be quick, because you're against the clock. It's time to play...
Woeful Words.
So, can Oliver find those 5 genuine Viking words? First up, slaughter.
Slaughter.
Sounds right, doesn't it? There you go, he's gone for crash second.
Do you know, Dave, in our rat language, we don't have a word for disgusting.
I'm not surprised. He's not exactly rushing, is he, Rattus?
He's not. He's taking his time, but he's considering every move he's making, Dave, and I like to see that in a young man. Consideration.
You have 4 right.
So, now he has to get tactical. Cake goes. In comes Skull for Cake. A good substitution, do you think, Rattus?
I'm not so sure if Skull is a good substitution, Dave.
Well, neither's Oliver. Look, he's gone back and he's got rid of Skull straight away.
I was wondering, Dave, is your Skull as old as you are?
I'm not answering that. Oh, and he's got fewer. He's only got 3 right now, so that means both wrong answers are up there somewhere. I wonder if Juggle is one of them. He's taken that one away and replaced it. Let's see how many he's left. Oh, he's going to make 2 changes at once. Well, this is a bit unusual because it means he won't know which ones are wrong and right, doesn't it, Rattus?
Well, I said a moment ago, Dave, I thought he was considering it. I don't think he's considering it at all. Now he's panicking and just picking up any old card.
Well, you say that, but he has got 4 right. So, what's coming off? Well, Slaughter is coming off. Slaughter is coming off, and on in its place goes Juggle. How many's he got?
3 right.
3 right. So we can deduce from that that Juggle is not one of the words he's after. And there's only 30 seconds to go. Die's going on, but this is random stuff. He's making many changes again at once. Things changing left, right, and centre, and he's not touching the axe. Touch the axe! He's touched the axe. He's got 4 of them right, but I'm sure he's got no idea which ones they are. Crash has come off now, Rattus. Is he just clutching at straws here?
I fear he is, Dave.
How's that?
4 right.
Oh, he's still got 4 right.
Time's up.
And he's run out of time. Oh, Oliver, you didn't find the words. Welcome back, Oliver. Bad luck. In fact, wound is a Saxon word, and juggle comes from medieval French, so I'm afraid, Oliver, no year sphere there. But Crash, Die, Slaughter and Skull are all words we get from the Vikings, as bizarrely is cake.
So, let me get this right. Once the Vikings have crashed into your home screaming, "Die!" and have slaughtered everyone by crushing their skulls, they settle down for a nice piece of cake.
Yeah, something like that, yeah. Time for the final round, I think. Over to the gory grid to find out what we've got.
It's the measly Middle Ages.
No quirky quiz in our final round. It's straight to our big all-play Middle Ages endgame. And let me tell you, this is a very, very messy one. So, time for everyone to get down that time sewer. Here you go.
Bye!
Well done, bye, Hannah.
Bye!
Bye, Kirsty. Look out. And when I say messy, I really mean messy, as you're going gong farming. Yes, gong, I'm afraid, was a Middle Ages word for poop. And your job is to collect the gong from the cesspit, carry it along your lane and slop it into your measuring cylinder. Whoever collects the most collects the year sphere. But beware, some Middle Ages types would just poo directly onto the street below. So mind your heads. Right then, it's time to play
Gong farming.
So we're up and running with the gong farming. Now, this is one of your favourites, isn't it, Rattus?
It certainly is, Dave.
Yeah, it really is a messy game, this one. And Hannah is first there. She's first to get the gun down. So's Kirsty. There she goes. What a full bucket load she's got there. Let's hope she makes it back with all of that. I have to say, Oliver seems to be struggling to actually get into the game at all here. Hannah delivers her first payload. What about that, Rattus?
Excellent, excellent move there from Hannah.
Unfortunately, Oliver's shed his load, whereas Kirsty delivers almost a full one. That's an excellent effort from Kirsty. Yeah, poor old Oliver. I'm not sure he's going to cut it as a gong farmer. I'm not sure it's the right career for him. But Hannah is an excellent gong farmer. There's her second brimful load of poo being delivered there. Oliver can only dream of delivering that much gong.
Of course, when we say gong, that is in fact poop we're talking about, isn't it, Dave?
That is poop, although I should point out at this stage that this is not actually real poo that we're using here.
What, is it not?
No, sorry.
What's the point of that if it's not real?
No, I'm sorry you had to find out like that, Rattus. But the game's progressing nicely here. There, Oliver delivering a little bundle of poop there, but that's his first one. He's only got a little smudge, really, in the bottom of his little cylinder there. But he's heading back anyway. Brave lad, Oliver. No, he's fallen over. Oh, dear me. Oliver, he's stuck halfway, but he's got a smile on his face. He's enjoying himself, isn't he, Rattus?
I don't know if that's a smile or just gas.
No, I'm sure it's a smile, Rattus. But here we go. Here's Hannah coming through to get more poop. They really are doing remarkably well. Of course, the poop is spilling out of the buckets and making those lanes slippery.
Kirsty nearly went over there.
She nearly went over there, but she's delivered another remarkably full bucket load there. Look at that going in there. That's an enormous amount of poo. That really is the most poo I've seen in one place since that herd of cows got trapped in my back garden. And that wasn't pretty, I can tell you. Dear, oh dear. Oh, that's the point I was about to mention, and straight away we see Hannah slipping in the poo from the windows above. What a mess that was.
30 seconds
So
remaining.
30 seconds left, and it's going to be very difficult now. Oh, she's over again. Oh, dear me, she looks a little bit tired and weary now, and not much poo went into the measuring cylinder that time. But Oliver's put it on his head.
He's wearing his hat.
Surely that's a massive mistake. Never put a bucket of poo on your head. That is the first rule of gong farming. The second rule of gong farming, never talk about gong farming. There's Kirsty rolling around in the filth.
Time's up.
And it's all over. It's all over. And oh, just at the end there, Oliver flew out of the lane. A man, poo dripping from his hat. He's never looked happier. So Hannah wins it by a sniff. She got more in the jar than she did on her head. Unlike Oliver. What a superb effort. Welcome back, Gory Gamers. Hannah, please collect your year sphere. There we are. Gong farming wasn't the most pleasant job in the world, but because of that, it was actually very well paid.
Oh, come on. Surely you'd do a job like that just for the love of it.
You are so very weird. It's time now to count up those year spheres. And remember that AD years are added to your total and the BC years are subtracted from it. Kirsty, we're going to start with you. I'm going to take a wild guess at your score. I'm going to say that it's 0. But don't worry, because with the BC totals flying around, it is quite possible that 0 could be the winning score. Oliver, I'm going to ask you to reveal your score. 212 BC. Death of the Greek inventor and scientist Archimedes. That means that, Kirsty, you are in the lead. Hannah's spheres are to be opened next. Let's start with that one. Lovely. 1840 AD. The penny black becomes the first stamp. So you're off the mark well. Let's have a look at that next one. 1792 AD. Gas lighting was invented that year. Let's have a look at the third. 1483 AD. Richard III became King of England. This is turning into a very good total at the moment. Let's have a look at the fourth one. 991 AD. Vikings won the Battle of Malden. It all hinges on this last sphere. What have we got here? It's another AD, 476 AD, the fall of the Roman Empire. So that means that today's winner with 6,582 points is Hannah. The good news is that you are taking home the star prize. The bad news is that I'm afraid it's been fished out of the time sewers by my flea-bitten colleague here. What do you have for us today, Rattus?
Well, the prize today is some exclusive footwear. Well, something off a foot that you'd wear. Yes, all the way from the Incan Empire, it's your very own llama toenail bracelet.
I can literally think of nothing more horrible.
Well, I fished it out of a sewer, so try imagining how it looked before I washed it.
Yeah, no, thanks for that, Rattus, thank you. Here we go then, Hannah. There is your prize. I'm terribly sorry, it's just a load of old toenails, but that's life. It just remains for me to say thanks to our champion, Hannah, thanks to our gallant runners-up, Kirsty and Oliver, and no thanks whatsoever to Rattus.
Fun Dave.
To Fun Dave. You've been watching Gory Games. Goodbye.
Was that show messy enough for you? Or would you have preferred a little more poo? Have you had your fill of blood, guts and gore? Or have we left you still wanting more? Well, keep watching. We'll be back again with Horrible Histories Gory Games. Horrible Histories Gory Games.
Meet Lisa.
Tommaso.
Anyone finds out that Tommaso is pretending to be a boy, she'll go straight to prison.
Who knows I'm a girl?
A girl with a hidden past.
One word to the maestro and it's all over. Mom?
An incredible talent.
Perfetto. Not just a pretty face.
And an amazing friend.
Beautiful. Just like that.
Leonardo, Mondays at 5:15 on the CBBC channel.
Stop what you're doing! I need to tell you why you should tune into Newsround at 10 to 7 tonight. Watch. Hayley investigates why so many children are being locked up in police cells overnight. They can play, but can they spell? Sonali puts Andy Murray and his brother Jamie through their paces. And what's this bear doing in a swimming pool? Looks like front crawl to me. Or is it teddy paddle? Loads more lols at 10 to 7 right here. Bye.
Queen Elizabeth I.
If you don't pick me, I'll chop off your head. I'm joking. I'm not. I'm the diamond in the rough.
The award-winning Horrible Histories is back Tuesdays at 5:15 on the CBBC channel.
Diamond? Rough?
You ready?
No.
Good lad.
I'm a outlaw, I'm the big boss, I'm a gangster on the dance floor.
Oh, Jack!
Sacrifice my slaves and bury them in here with me.
You're kidding, right? No! Wait! There's more!
There appears to be a naked man in my film room.
The award-winning Horrible Histories, today at 5:15 on the CBBC channel.
Welcome back. Brand new Histories Gory Games there, and not now, and Ori from Newsround. What a treat for your eyes. Right now, as you can see, we're in Hacker's Kennel. Hacker's livid that the attention's on me.
My kennel!
But we've been looking at some of your kennel picks. If you want to send in more to our kennel,
My kennel!
send them in to this address. It is Kennel Picks, CBBC, PO Box 9989, London, W12
6PA!
That's Kennel Picks, CBBC, PO Box 9989, London, W12
6PA!
Okay, but right now, over to Hacker T-Dog. Hacker.
Yeah.
Have you picked your favourite picture for this week?
Yes, I have. I've picked a lovely picture and it's by Scott.
There it's there. Do you want to talk us through it? Why did you pick it? It's your favourite one.
It's lovely. Look, you're in it and Dodge is in it, my little brother. I'm not in it, but it doesn't matter because it's a nice picture and if you look closely, you've got yellow hair and a lovely green T-shirt. And oh, it brings out your eyes, a treat.
I could do with all the help I can get. Thanks for that, Scott. Right now, here's a song just for you.
I will sing it with my head. Hit it. Picture, picture on the wall. Scott, you're the best of all. You brighten up my little den.